All right, photographers, we're going to try to go through the tutorial on how to turn in your 20 photos for your most recent yearbook photo assignment. The directions are also typed out, but this video is going to be in much more detail than those directions are going to be. So I would follow along with this because we're still relatively new. So the first step is that you need to open any of your edited images in Photoshop. So anything that you edited in there, you need to have them open because we have to export them. All right, so I'm going to show you how to export them. So you can stop in the video and follow along if you want to. So with my image open, I'm going to go to File, Export, Export As. Now you can export it to a couple different places. Double check before you do that it's set to JPEG. If not, click on the drop down and change it to JPEG. I would probably leave your quality somewhere close to high or high. And then you're going to click this blue export. It's going to ask you where are you exporting it or sending it to. You have two options. You can either send it to the downloads folder on that specific computer, or you can export it to your drive. Either one doesn't matter. I'm going to just put it in the downloads folder today, and I'm going to click Save. Okay, I'm going to do that with all of your photos. Now, let's say that you didn't edit 20 photos. You had maybe 10 edited, 10 unedited. The next step is you need to get the unedited photos into that same folder. So let's say they're still in your yearbook photos Google Drive, which they should be. All of your photos you took for the assignment should be in that Google Drive, but we also have those edited ones, which is in the Photoshop Cloud, so we exported those. So in order to get the other images, the unedited images, into that same folder, you have to download them. So that's why I saved mine and I exported to the downloads folder, because I'm going to go to my Google Drive and I'm just going to download the image. So let's say this image I didn't edit in Photoshop, but I want to turn it in as one of my 20. I'm just going to click on that double arrow right here, and I'm going to hit download, and it's going to put it in the downloads folder. Well, what if they're not in my Google Drive? What if they're in the camera card? Then what you're going to do is you're going to open up your file navigation. You're going to go to that camera card, which is, you plug it in, device E. Let's say I've got them in this folder. I'm going to look at my view. I'm like, yep, those are the other ones I want. I'm going to select them all. Okay, I'm just holding down the shift key or control key if I don't want, maybe I only want those 3. And then I'm going to copy these. So I'm just hitting that copy, or I can right click and copy. And then I'm going to go back to the folder where everything is exported. So remember, I put them in the downloads folder. You just have to remember where are you sending all of these to. And then I'm just going to paste them in there. So now there they are. There's our images along with the others. Now they might, depending on, I have a lot in my downloads folder. It gets kind of crazy. Oh, there's the nice picture, Mr. Johnson there. Just make sure they're in the folder. All 20 of your images, whether edited or unedited, need to be in the same folder, whether it's downloads, your network folder, or even, believe it or not, on that camera card. It doesn't matter, but all 20 have to be in the same folder. Okay, they're all in the same folder. Now is when we create our contact card. So now we're going to reopen Photoshop. We're going to go to File, we're going to go to Automate, and then we're going to go to Contact Sheet. It's going to spin for a little bit, possibly it's going to open this up. We are uploading files, so where it says Use, make sure that's set to files and not folders. We're going to hit Browse, and now we got to go to that folder. Here they are. I'm going to hold down my control key because I needed this 1, 2, 3, and remember there's 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm just doing 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so I got my 20 selected. I'm going to click OK. Now you just want to check your presets here. make sure you're set at 8.5 by 11. For your columns and rows, we're doing 20 images. So one of these needs to be 4 and the other needs to be 5. It doesn't matter. You can do 5 and 4. It doesn't matter. 4 times 5 is 20. That's all we need. And make sure rotate to best fit is checked, and then you're going to click OK. And it might take a while here. You can see my layers panel. It's creating everything. It's labeling everything. So it is going to take a little bit. Hopefully not too terribly long. Okay, and through the magic of television, here they are. There's a sped ahead. Notice it did rotate images. So that one's on its side. That's what that check mark does. It rotates so they all fit on the page. Now we need to export this. So File, Export, Export As. We've already done this before. It's going to pop this box up. Make sure you're set on JPEG, and then hit Export. I would put it right back in whatever folder your 20 are in. So remember, mine are in the downloads. I'm going to save it as contact sheet, and I'm going to click Save. Okay, now we just have to turn it into Google Classroom. Now here's the issue. I can't show you this because my version of Google Classroom is going to look like the teacher's, but you will need to, in that assignment, find the assignment, you will need to upload the contact sheet as well as those 20 photos that are all in the same folder into the Google Classroom assignment. So it may take a while for it to upload, and then you turn it in. All right, if you have any questions, make sure you stop and see me, double check when this is due, and thank you so much for doing such a good job taking more yearbook photos.